Hello, everybody. Well, I just uploaded a video. Well, first of all, how's everybody's Tuesday? I'll tell you how my Tuesday is. This is my seventh day with no cigars, no alcohol, and my last day sick. I'm actually back on point today. Uh, I'm very disciplined. Let me tell you about my cigar sickness. Number one, I'm very disciplined. I did a photo shoot yesterday and I had to use, well, I didn't have to, but we wanted to use my real cigars as props, and I didn't smoke it. But I will tell you this, in 2 weeks, somehow I managed to become addicted to nicotine, not mentally. That's why I got sick, because I was physically addicted and didn't even know it. I, and I'll tell you why I had a photo shoot. When I started smoking hello mother. I started smoking the cigars one day. I tried them first when I was in the United States right before I left, like 3 days before I left. So it was probably like October 13th. Then when I got to Brazil in November, I tried them again. And then I didn't use them again until 2 weeks ago. I smoked one and I was like, I like this. I actually like this. I like the lounge. I like all that. Before I knew it, I was smoking them about 14 days straight. The last 2 days, I smoked three in one day. So I smoked six cigars in a matter of 48 hours. And then when I tried to light up another cigar on my birthday, actually, this happened a few days before my birthday, but it also happened on my birthday too. And I was smelling the smoke. And I'm like, damn, this shit is making me want to throw up just off the smell of it. I must be using it too much. Well, that day on my birthday, I didn't do much because I was getting sick. So I stopped smoking. The next day I went for a walk. I started feeling uh, mucus in my lungs, and I started to feel a little uneasy. And I started to feel like I was getting a sinus infection. I wasn't. I was getting a chest infection. And the next day, Thursday, my birthday's on Tuesday. This is Thursday. I feel like complete shit when I wake up. I mean, my head is like tight. I got a real bad cough and I got the chills. I start hanging out throughout the day. I go out to the gym. I feel a little better. Then when that gym pump wears off about 3 hours later, I get sick again. I try to go hang out. I was only going to drink tea. I wasn't going to drink any alcohol. Still wasn't drinking or smoking. I'm sitting outside at the restaurant, shaking. Keep in mind, it's like 85 degrees outside. And I'm shaking damn near to the point where my teeth are chattering because I feel so cold. So I said, I got to go home. I go home. I'm literally in the bed and I have the behavior of somebody that is in an Arctic storm with no jacket on, just short sleeves and shorts. And so I'm sitting there shaking and literally for 3 fucking hours straight. 3 hours straight. And my teeth are chattering and my body was so hot. I was literally hoping that I didn't die from what is the word when your body gets too hot? Whatever that word is. It's not, is it hypo or hyperthermia? It's one of the thermias though. Anyway, I hallucinated a little bit. Like I was seeing shit while all that was going on. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. There's no way in hell this has gotten me this sick. And then I wake up the next morning and just very luckily, the electricity had went out. So now it's hot as fuck in the room. So now when I wake up, it feels like somebody's squeezing my brain because there's so much pressure in it. Oh, they said malaria makes you hallucinate. Yeah, I've still been hallucinating. I hallucinated last night, and it's a scary hallucination. Like I think if I had a girlfriend living with me, I'd probably be scaring the shit out of her because I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be talking wide awake because I'm really thinking that that dream I just had is still going on. And I'm looking around the room, still talking, and I can still see this stuff for like 5 minutes after I've waken up. So it's a hallucination at that point. And this is last night. Uh, but then I got on Google after I had that little episode where I was shaking and all that. And it said that when you have withdrawal from nicotine, you get the flu. You get not the flu, but you get something that makes you feel like you had the flu. And I was like, "Oh, that must be with the maybe I was addicted." I did use like damn near 20 cigars 14 days. So maybe mentally I wasn't addicted because I don't need it, but I guess my body felt like it needed it. Uh, I thought it was maybe malaria. I thought so. But I had malaria pills. I took them one time and I had an extreme allergic reaction. So I just said, fuck it, I'll take my chance on catching malaria. And then I guess if it was malaria, I caught it 4 days later. Um, that's if it was malaria. But I think it was the cigars. Because I didn't feel like I needed to go to the hospital. The whole time all that was happening, it felt like it's gonna pass. Like it felt like okay, I'm gonna have this one bad night like this, and then tomorrow I'll be fine. And I've been fine since. I don't have the chills anymore, none of that. But I shouldn't have yellow fever. I got the vaccine for that like almost 2 months ago. And I did not have diarrhea from that either. And Shubby says that well, no, the sinuses, I I'm not getting sick here in Africa. This is not Asia. They don't have bad air quality that keeps you sounding like a damn duck. I was sick because I was drinking for days in a row and then smoking on top of that and then combining that with little sleep because those girls from Kenya, they can hang out a lot. So Elvis and I were trying to keep up with them. And maybe they don't get sick, but I got sick. I drink and I don't sleep enough. All three of those things I was doing weaken your immune system. So, but I'm better now. I'm fine. I mean, you might hear my nose, but that's the last little bit of that. It was worse than that. I'm fine now. My cough is pretty much gone. But yeah, no, I can't take malaria pills. I took those malaria pills and I went to go hang out and my hands, both of my hands were itching extremely. My hands were itchy. My hands have never itched like that. It wasn't no good luck itch either. And then my feet started to itch, in specific my toes. I've never had my toes itch like that. And then my ears got hot. And I was like, yeah, I think it was those malaria pills because that was the only thing I had took that day. So I got rid of those because I had never felt like that. And then 4 days later, I get sick. But I have also been doing a lot since I got here. And I think maybe God just wanted me to stop doing a lot. So a lot of people are saying detox. I've been drinking all I tried to drink a bunch of ginger. I almost threw that up. That was the hardest thing. One of the hardest things I've done in my life was try to drink a ginger shot that was this big. Um, but yeah, I didn't look that good. I didn't look that good a couple days ago. Couple days, and I was still. I was meeting the guy that owns the apartments. If you got, I know somebody in the comments said that. Oh, in Africa, they said they were going to be done in a month. That's usually not true. That was true because they were supposed to be done at the end of May. Now they're talking about the end of June. But that's because I spoke to the owner this time and not some broker that doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, I guess I can go get a blood test or something like that. But yeah, I'm not taking those malaria pills. That actually that allergic reaction I had was worse than that damn flu. I'd rather have that flu again than that itchy all over the place. No, at least that flu was had yeah, no. Stickman says you need to detox all that out of you if you have not yet. Yes, I would do that. I need to go buy one of those cleansers, but I've been just drinking the little juices and stuff, whatever it is. But today's topic, we just went on with that for about 12 minutes. I don't know, but the name of the malaria pills are in the video. I see anonymous says what? To go to a doctor. Yeah, I went to a doctor recently when I was in Cambodia and they said nothing was wrong with me. I tell you, I be knowing exactly what's wrong with me. Number one, when I was in Cambodia, I had to get out of Cambodia because even though she tested me, the minute I walk out of her clinic, I'm sick because of that filthy air. We're gonna talk about why I'm leaving the city and can you find a wife here in Dar? Can you find a wife in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania? Of course you can. But I want to talk about, and I'm well. We're gonna hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. Why do I believe that? Number one, the women here dress conservatively. That does not make you a wife. But for me, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and start saying names. But for me, when you guys seen when I was out there in Thailand, the way how Kate chose to dress, that usually doesn't get you married. And I don't know if people think that I didn't see. The only reason, and I did tell her it took a while for her to start changing her attire, but she was a part of the show and she was getting views. And I know that's what y'all wanted to see. But at the same time, uh, you can be sexy fully dressed. You do not have to be damn near naked. And if you're American, don't come over here with that. Uh, they're very strict on the way how women dress over here. So That alone is some points. The fact that the women dress with respect for you and them. It is not respectable for your wife, girlfriend, or woman you're seeing to walk around with her vagina visible to the world. Like I say, there's always a reason why Muslims make those women wrap up like that for obvious reasons. So that way, the only person that really knows what they look like is their husband. Now, I'm not saying I want to be like that. It's just an observation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kate was not born in America, but she did live in America. Now, my next point. I had a video yesterday I put out where I was talking about choosing signals. I was talking about the choosing signals in Brazil versus here. And I told you here, if it's a choosing signal, it's probably a prostitute. Here in Brazil, first of all, you're not bumping into a bunch of prostitutes in Brazil. And if you are, you're in the wrong area. But I need to read it. Hold on, I'll read that in a second. But in Brazil, the regular women send choosing signals, and it does not make them whores. I want to say something to all these know-it-all men in the damn comments that think because women decide. I don't know why y'all even think this is a stupid way of thinking. I don't know why men think that if I say that a woman was sending choosing signals, that means she must do that to everybody. Let me bust your damn bubble. If I took you to Brazil with me, the women that send me choosing signals more than likely would not send your ass choosing signals because those choosing signals were for Austin Holloman. They don't like everybody just because they send choosing signals. I send choosing signals to women. I look at women, I smile at women. Those are choosing signals. I don't smile at every goddamn woman. I don't do that to the grandmas. I don't do that to the 400-pound women. I mean, so we gotta throw some common sense, especially when we talking about dudes in their 60s and 70s that's leaving these comments. You gotta have some kind. You supposed to be older than me. You supposed to know that already. And you ain't even got to experience that to know that. You should just be able to put two and two together. You should be able to put two and two together. That's how she had. Yeah, she had an American accent. Yeah, she had more than an accent from America too. I tell you that. Now, there's a lot of dudes that when I was talking about how the women here don't send choosing signals, and the dudes are like, "Oh, yeah," because I said you got a code approach out here, and the dudes are all like, "Oh, that's so traditional." So traditional. The men they hunt is so traditional. It's the mother continent they hunt. You gotta work for it, son. Oh, Austin, you want the women to approach you. That's not what the fuck I said. What I said was a choosing signal is a green light. And I didn't say I needed that. What I said was it spoils you. When you go to a country like Brazil full of women that are super damn choosy, it's hard to go from left to right, to go from that to go to a country where women are shamed upon for sending choosing signals. You see how much different of a difference that is? You see, here in Tanzania, I had a woman. She kept sending me a choosing signal, but whatever. And eventually, I had to get a couple drinks in me to be like, okay, but it was eventually she came up and she wanted to do a cheers just out of nowhere. So I was like, oh, yeah, she really wants me to talk to her. I see. Cool. Cool. We went out to eat a couple days later, and she's like, I felt so low on myself because I did that. I felt so low on myself, and I was like, why? 'Kay, I'm not understanding why, because in Brazil, I mean, the women didn't have to come do this because they would be looking at you so much to the point where you would go over there and do that first. Because they giving you the green light, like, hey, I think you're handsome. Come talk to me. Like that's what they would be saying with their eyes. But in her country, yeah, like somebody just said right here, sending signals is considered promiscuous. And that's basically what the girl was telling me, that they basically look at them like whores. And honestly, I love this city. I love the people. Uh, that's that's something if I could adjust to, but I don't have to. I'm still traveling around the world anyway, so I'm just observing, taking notes, recording stuff, putting it on YouTube. That's all I'm doing. By the time I'm finished making the whole lap around the globe, I'll know what I like, where I want to be, where I want to stay. So far, it's not about women in Tanzania. It's not. It's really not. Because I'm still getting my apartment. But I still prefer choosing singles. I like to flirt. I like to flirt. Reserved is not flirting. Choosing signals is a very flirty thing to do. So it is what it is. That's why dating in Brazil was perfect, because I was able to flirt a lot. Not saying nothing is wrong with dating here. Because if something was wrong with dating here, I wouldn't be here 30 days. I got here on the 19th. Today is like the 22nd, right? 24th, my bad. So I've been here like 35 days. Been here 35. I'm only supposed to stay in these countries 10 days. I've been here 35 days, so I like it. Don't think I'm complaining about none of that. I'm just saying what I prefer. Now, somebody left a comment. Let's see what they said. Randy Irvin, appreciate the $10 super sticker. Now, the guys think because you have to code approach. Here's what guys think. They think women that you have to code approach, saints. They think women that you get choosing signals from, hoes. That's what y'all think. That's what y'all think. Newsflash for you. Even though you have to code approach here, there's still a hookup culture here. And to be honest with you, it's a stronger hookup culture here than it is in Brazil and the United States. Here, the hookup culture is stronger than it is in Brazil. Okay. So for all the know-it-alls that think just because you got a cold approach and that means that they're all, oh, I'm gonna have to take her on 10 dates and meet the parents and do all this other stuff. Bullshit. Kick this motherfucker out. The first day I got down here, I had somebody just said you agree with Fred's video on the Brazilian women being promiscuous. I don't have to agree on that. That's been talked about for decades. People have been saying that for decades. I'm 24. Now, yes, there are wives here. I could tell you some stories, though. I could tell you some stories. And again, I lived in Brazil 4 months. I've been here 35 days. The hookup culture, hooking up, that's more common here than it is in Brazil. Not complaining. I'm not promoting it. I'm just relaying a message to you. For all you fucking know-it-alls that think you know every goddamn thing. Hookup culture is everywhere at this point. Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Hookup culture is not in Ho Chi Minh City. Somebody asked me, how many did you knock down? Enough for all that wife bull, enough for all that, oh, they're better than Brazil. All that shit. Look, y'all gonna have to book a consultation. This is not even just in that area. This is all over this city. Somebody says hookup culture and prostitution is two different things. They have both, and I mean exactly what I'm saying. Hookup culture, okay, that's a thing everywhere, not in Ho Chi Minh City. I did not get that vibe there. Is it making Africa a no go? No, I said I'm not complaining about it. I'm not saying it's nothing bad about it. I'm 24. Good for me. Hookup culture, yeah, 24. Why not? And I'm traveling the world and there's no telling how long I'm staying in these places. Yeah, I need to be where they're a little more promiscuous. But let this be something for everybody that thinks that just because you have the cold approach, this motherfucker. Just because you have the cold approach does not mean that they're not getting down. Okay? This the same thing I tried to tell you about the Philippines. Oh, those are wives. Those are wives. They're saints. I've do you know how many dudes I know have been running that have ran through women in the Philippines too? I'm not saying they're all like that, but I mean, let's make this. We got to stop speaking in absolutes. We got to stop speaking in absolutes. My consultations are $75 for 30 minutes, $100 for an hour. I mean, $150 an hour. Now, what I'm really curious to see, and Tyler Wright says, girls that appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you. Tyler Wright says, girls that give it up easy are best to be avoided. In the year 2023, first of all, let me say this, that shit sounds good. But I know me as a man, uh, 2, 3, 4, 5 dates, no sex, no thank you. See, y'all are the ones saying that shit. I don't say shit like that. I don't say, I need to wait. When I meet her, I want to wait 6 months. I don't say that. Who who actually I want y'all, the dudes that say that, I want y'all to start putting a time limit on how long you want to wait then. How long is too soon? How long is too soon? Because if you wanted to wait to have sex, you might as well stay in the United States. Those girls will have your ass waiting until you have a son that's my age. If I wanted to wait, I would have stayed in Texas. I could have took a chick on 45 dates. Yeah, I could have did that. But what y'all don't know, the good girls, even outside of the states, they're not doing that. There are girls that they making you out here. There are girls that are not whores that are gonna require you, hold on, that are gonna require you to take them out. They're gonna vet you. But that doesn't mean you have to take them on 5 dates for them to sleep with you. Thank you very much. Man, you're very motivating to continue this grind to go overseas. I'm Mexican. I like black women. My goal is to go to Ethiopia, beautiful women and family values. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that $5 super chat. Hopefully, I'll see you in Ethiopia because I'll be there sometime this year, probably towards the end of this year, because that'll be like my last country, I think. Respectfully, you can only give your perspective. These other dudes need to go see for themselves, get that understanding. Have a safe trip, Austin. Thank you very much. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Because you may come here and you may not see the hookup culture I'm talking about. You may not see anything. You might have a completely different experience. Like I said with the Philippines. In the Philippines, I didn't like it. But you might like it. And yes, what she says here, I know several women who slept the first night and got married and are still married. So, yes, yes, yes. My thing is, If you like somebody, who cares about how soon they decide to sleep with you? Because it sounds very insecure when you say, she must do this with everybody. Instead of your mind, I mean, first of all, you can tell when they do it with everybody. I mean, if you know how to read women, you can tell. Versus, I must have just been that dude so much to the point where she had to get wet for me and bust it open the first day. That's what I think. She not gonna go fuck Shrek first night. You know what I mean? So are they really fucking everybody? Is that really a thing? Like, are there really women that sleep with anybody that approaches them? I don't think so. Prostitutes aren't even like that. Prostitutes don't even fuck everybody. They pick their customers too, believe it or not. Probably not in Thailand, but you know. So I don't ever. It's just like some people that are traveling to date have these insecurities. Like I knew this one guy. Somehow he thinks that if an American is dating a woman and that woman shouldn't date any, he would never date a woman if she dated an American before that. Because the next American that walks up to her, she's gonna go for him. Just tell me you ain't no competition for nobody. Let's just say that. Just say you don't stand a chance if somebody come up to your girl. Just say that you know she gonna be gone. Just say that. There's nothing wrong with now if her track record is now I will agree to this. You don't want a chick that has only dated Americans. That's not good. Oh, don't let them all be black Americans too. That's a bad look. Imagine this. Imagine opening a Thai girl's phone in Bangkok and everybody in there is an American. At that, a black American. What are you gonna think? Now, we get that. Now, if she's had one or two American boyfriends before you, that's nothing to worry about. But if she's 30 years old and she only dated Americans since she was 18, you probably just need to smash her and leave her alone. Yeah, niggas done ran through her. Yeah, what he said. That. Especially if we in the picture, if black folks is in the picture, you know, yeah. So I don't know what it is about that. Y'all gotta have some more self-esteem, some more confidence. Talking about, oh, well, the the next American approaches her, she's gonna go for him. Now, if you have any more, nothing happened in Tanzania. Nothing's wrong with Tanzania at all. I just tell the truth about places, so it may sound like something went wrong. Nothing went wrong. The women here are great. They're great. They're sweet. They dress nice. They smell good. What else can I say without saying too much? They're respectable. They clean up. They're just good people. Great people. Lovely women. Not perfect. They don't send choosing signals. He said you can't smell thin nose. Fuck you. They don't send choosing signals. But hey, if you prefer, somebody said, so why am I leaving? Because I'm going around the world. I clearly I didn't want to leave. That's why I stayed 3 times as long. And somebody says hookup culture is gonna make you jaded. That's not when it comes to Austin, that's not true. Because I still know, number one, in 2023, unless if you catch a virgin, you're not gonna I mean, I know why you said that, but no, I can still no. Anyway, this week I'm going to Zanzibar. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to stay there. I may stay 3, I may stay a week. From there, I may or may not go to Arusha. If I don't go to Arusha, I'm going to Nairobi. And I see Anonymous says finally. And the reason I say finally too is because I noticed, I don't know if you guys pay attention to my content like this. I'll get somewhere, I'll love it, I'll post, 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 post. And if I love it too much, I'll stop posting and then I'll start jumping days. Instead of posting every day, now I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Every other day. That's what happens when I really like somewhere and I start hanging out a lot. But I'm switching it. Now, about to go to Zanzibar. They said it's nothing to do in Zanzibar but party. And yeah, they did say it's a lot of yeah, you can send super chats, but they did say it's a lot of like white girls there. A lot of Europeans go there. So the content they said is literally like for every 100 what was it like every 1,000 white people that's there is like one black person. So it's gonna look different from what I heard. And then from there, I want to go on a safari trip. The damn safari, the one to see the volcanoes, all the animals and all that is like 1,500 US dollars for 3 days, 3, 4 days. Somebody said, are you into white girls? I'm into all women. But yeah, I'm into white girls too, but primarily black. Black, Latina, white, Asian, in that order. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. The cheapest one I seen was $500 for 4 days, which is still expensive. But after hearing $2,000, $3,000 for a safari in Arusha, 500 doesn't sound too bad. Now, Arusha, from what I heard, is good for just the scenic. I heard that there's a lot of nice women there too, and it's fun there too. But from what I really see, if I go to Arusha, it's just to see the volcanoes, take pictures in front of the mountain and lions and all that. But Rachel asked, "What's my thoughts of Kenya?" I have not been yet. I'll be there uh, probably sometime first week of June because I'm going to Zanzibar. in a few days. Kenya, Uganda, Madagascar, Mozambique, South Africa, Angola. More than likely, it's going to be in that order. Madagascar is truly a third world country, and I'm going to tell you why. It's damn near impossible to get there. You would think that because Madagascar is next to Mozambique, they're 60 miles away from each other. That's like an hour drive if there was a freeway there. You cannot fly directly from Mozambique there. You have to either fly from Kenya or Ethiopia. Then I like beach cities, right? The capital is landlocked in the center of the country from what it looks like. You can fly there anytime from what I see, anytime from those other countries. But if you want to go to any of the other beach cities, the flights don't, from what I've seen online, the flights don't even leave every single day to those other cities, which means you would have to go to the capital and spend some time there until you want to get to the other part of Madagascar, which means you might as well find a way to drive there. But that's it sounds like some bullshit either way it goes. The way how they have somebody intentionally set up the transportation like this in Africa. Why is it that you can only leave from like 3 or 4 different countries? If you want to go to, I can't, for example, I cannot fly from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania to whatever that capital city is in Mozambique. You can't fly directly there. You have to fly to Kenya or Ethiopia first, then fly there. What kind of shit is that? You can't fly straight from Tanzania to Ghana. You have to go to Ethiopia first. Mozambique is the next country. And like I said, you had to fly to Kenya or Ethiopia and then fly this way. And then it's $500. Let me mute it because y'all keep talking about me sniffing. There, I took a big one. We're not talking about Madagascar anymore. Oh, I forgot. South Africa is one too. I believe it's South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, and I believe Angola and Nigeria is some countries that are like the ones that you can fly around Africa. Now, who said that? Okay. There was another question I was supposed to answer. Oh, I had super chats. Not this one. Wrench Turner, appreciate the $10 super chat. Don't go on a safari with trucks with an open roof from Quick 504. Absolutely not. I've seen the videos. People getting attacked by lions. Now, how did you guys feel about when I said that, oh, all these know-it-alls in the comments think they know something about what it's like over here? And I told you that there's a hookup culture over here as well. I heard about Mauritius and Reunion Island as well. To be honest, I think when I get to Madagascar, maybe I'll go. But I think that may just be more of a beauty. Like I'm gonna go there to look at the water. I think they have what is it? Some waterfall they have. I was looking on some screen downtown that they were showing all the places in Africa you can go, and they had some sort of it was something, some hole or something they had over there. I don't know what it was. But yes, Madagascar will be my third place, fourth place. Zanzibar, Nairobi, Kampala, then there. Now, a safari in Madagascar might be mandatory just because Madagascar is known for the pretty much. I think the only thing people know about Madagascar is the movie. An anonymous asks who appears to own businesses in Tanzania. Literally everybody. Arabs, the Arabs own businesses over here. A good portion of them. The Chinese own a good portion of them. The Indians own a good portion of them, and the locals themselves own a good portion of them. I don't even see too many Americans with them out here so far. Yeah, this is very true. But they do have like an African, Indian, Asian mix over there right now. But I was supposed to go there next, but I'm not really. I was just in Asia for 4 months. I don't. I still. I don't. I need to get adjusted to black people, and then I'll be ready for that shock. So I'll make that my fourth country. Well, just wanted to let you guys know. That's why I'm leaving Dar es Salaam. I will be back. I did a photo shoot with my tailor. Um, I tried on my first dark brown suit. I was looking so damn good in that thing. So I'm about to buy one from him. He said, "Why are niggas so obsessed with Asians?" I'm about to change my look completely from what I can see because I put on the suit again. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I stopped wearing these. I went and bought new shoes and all that to wear my suits with. So I'm loving it. I got choosing signals when I wore the suit. That's mandatory. You get choosing. If you don't get choosing signals in the suit, your suit doesn't fit right. Trust me. You should always get choosing signals in the suit. We went to clubs in suits twice. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to the club in what I used to wear anymore. I think I'm only dressing up when I go to the club from now on. But I just wanted to tell you guys why I was leaving Dar es Salaam. Yeah, the photos, I post the photos here probably Thursday or Friday. That's when I should get them. And can you find a wife in this city? Yes, you can find a wife here, but you need to stay here. And you Gen X's that keep bragging, do the cold approach. Do it. A clean suit with cigars would be killing it. That's what the photo shoot was. We were advertising for a guy. Thank you for the super chat. That was opening up his brand new coffee shop. So we went in there with our suits and shades, and there was a scene like where my homeboy was reading the news. Well, yeah, he was reading the newspaper, and we're talking, and I have the cigars not lit because I didn't. I'm not. I'm traumatized by the sickness I just had from him. But I'm holding the cigar and I'm looking at him. I'm talking. We did a couple scenes like that. It looks really good. It looks really good. But yeah, I love Dar es Salaam. I love the city a lot. I really enjoyed myself while I'm here, but I have to continue moving. Otherwise, my content will start to slack. And this is my job. Plus, I have to see the world anyway. So thank you everybody for coming through. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I couldn't do it without you. So please keep watching the videos. Please keep leaving your commentary recommendations. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. I accept constructive criticism, not rude criticism. Thanks for watching.